some therapists are talking about how they're actually using microdoses to help people, like, let's just say that they had some sort of ailment, like migraines, for instance, right? They say that they can disconnect whatever that is and rewire, whatever it is causing the migraines to stop them.
Yeah, we're the worst dudes to be talking about neurochemistry.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, rewire. Yeah, I mean, supposedly psilocybin, rather, is one of the very best things for that.
Yeah.
For curing addictions and people that are dealing with, like, real serious problems with PTSD and people that are dying and have massive anxiety. It alleviates end-of-life anxiety for them.
Yes, people with anger issues, too. I mean, it's people that pop off for any given reason, man. You give them some microdoses and they're the nicest people in the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure a factor with cannabis, too, man. I mean, cannabis makes people so much friendlier.
Yeah, you don't, I think it puts you in a relaxed state, whether you choose it or not.
Right.
I've stood out of a lot of altercations being as high as I am because, like, somebody might throw an insult here and there and I may not even be paying attention to them.
Yeah.
Whatever. Whereas if I'm not, I'm totally paying attention to that.
And it escalates.
And it's going to escalate.
Yeah, which is the worst.
Because a lot of us that are high strung without it, man, it sort of grounds us out.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Exercise and weed.
Exercise
is a great combination for being a peaceful, kind person.
Absolutely. And good health.
Yeah, and good health.
Because weed keeps you young, man.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
Well, it definitely keeps you relaxed, which can help you stay young.
Yeah.
At least give you a young mindset.
Yeah, the stresses of life can age you.
Yeah, it's like we just concentrate on the petty bullshit. It's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah, like we used to do mushrooms a lot, and I told a couple of stories when I was on the last time I was here. But that it used to be a part of our journey, man. Like we'd get on stage, mushrooms, and like just go on the ride.
Yeah.
After a while, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't like be on stage and be totally in the melt, we call it, where it's like where it's above micro, it's above moderate, like you're a full melt, right? As they say. And it was harder for me to be in front of people doing that because I had like these issues deeply rooted that I was angry about. And every time I got to that place, that's what I'd focus on. And I didn't want to feel that ugliness. So I waited till I got over whatever that issue was. And then I started, slowly doing mushrooms again, microdosing first and then moderate. And I started feeling good about it again. And I realized how much, it actually helped me push away from whatever that issue was when I did it the first time.
Yeah, just something you were focusing on, right?
Yeah,
you just needed to work out.
Yeah, I often say if you're going to try mushrooms beyond micro, right? Like try to deal with whatever issues you got before you go in and have a friend there to help you, like to be in the world there with you,
That's what everybody used to use, a sitter. That was always the big thing. If you did mushrooms, you should have a sitter. The best case scenario, you would have qualified professionals that would assist in psychedelic therapy, which is what happens for a lot of people. I know people that have done that in other states where it's legal or illegal. And where it's legal, I mean, it's amazing. You can go to a place and someone who understands the experience and knows what to do can help you through it. And I know people that have made some big breakthroughs in their life and just really just sort of reassessed how they interface with the world because of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you could find something that would help you get past whatever is holding you back or troubling you, weighing you down, man, I mean, it's better than taking any of these over-the-counter drugs for that might suppress those feelings or thoughts than have you deal with them and get past them.
Yeah. Well, that kind of thinking is why it's going to stay illegal.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of money to be lost with marijuana and psilocybin and all these things becoming legal. There's a lot of shit that people are taking that might not be necessary and might have some unintended side effects and consequences that you don't get with natural remedies.
Right. It's like they say, there's no money in the cure.
Yeah, there should be.
There should be.
Yeah.
But for them, there isn't. Like,
it's such a problem when people can make a lot of money off of something.
Yeah.
As soon as they find a thing that they can sell you that they can make a lot of money off, they want to keep selling it to you.
Yeah.
No matter what.
And then you have other companies that do the knockoff versions of what they do to sell more of it to you.
It's just, I've been paying a lot of attention over the years about the opiate crisis and the pill problem. And that's something we talked about with Mariana Van Zeller too, because when I first met her, I had her on because she did this thing called the OxyContin Express.
Right.
Where she explained the pill mills in Florida and how people would buy the oxys and bring them up the highway to Kentucky and all these places, and people with horrible addictions and horrible overdose stories, and it was all coming from Florida. And there was no database. So you could have a back, my back hurts. You go to this place, they go, you need OxyContin. And literally you go right next door to the same building, and that's where they give you the Oxy. And that's all they prescribe. And they don't have a database. So then you go down the street to another doctor because these pain management clinics were everywhere.
That seems like it's a thing in Florida.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a thing in Florida. They cleaned it up.
I mean, they had this...
allegedly.
They had this show called Claws, right? That... old girl that did Reno 911, Niecy Nash, right? She starred in this TV show called Claws, and it's her and a group of women, trying to come up in a salon, like make the best salon. But the other way that they're making money is through the pills and through one of these type of one of these type of clinics. And it's basically showing you the game on how people are doing in Florida, how these folks, this is like a thing out there.
Yeah.
The pain management clinics and all that stuff with the OxyContin, all that stuff. What trips me out is that, this fentanyl thing, right? People know about it. It's been out there, yet they'll still challenge themselves and try to party like the shit ain't present.